Right now, I'm just checking in with your system, so as you can tell, your knee does not want to do anything with me whatsoever. You know, it's just sitting here. So just to test the other knee, just to show you. So there's a bit more, not much, but you can feel where at least I can move the left side. So because this is moving, I'm gonna go with the left side versus the right, just because your system right now is that's easiest. I always go with the easiest versus the not easiest. And that's sitting on the. So even from the knee now, I'm going off the rotation of the ankle as well as how the hips presenting to the pelvis. You know, even though I'm going through. So notice when I do something like this, I'm not just pushing back. I'm rotating or torquing the knee out to go into the system. See right there, I've got your back now. See your back's just starting to kick in. So already now, your presentation to go down to the floor is different now through this knee. See, even just from that little bit, if you were to go to all fours from there, does you feel a difference? No way this knee's going down versus here. Now, it still wouldn't be great, it'd still be pretty stiff doing it this way. And this is how it started. So now here, the foot has more of a problem going out on its side. The ankle's really stagnant. So if I just come down here. There you go. See how you're shifting now, how you're bearing weight off the other foot. So now mathematically already now your brain's changing and you've got options on taking percent to now feel starting to go. So if I were to rotate, and that's what the lesson's going to be on today, on how to rotate through to present, to find the floor, versus putting a child on all fours type thing, right? That kind of thing. There you go. So now, even again, don't have to move your hands apart even. So now I'm connecting up again. See, so this to me is all fours. I don't have to put you on the floor crawling around for you to experience through your skeletal system. And that's why this works, because I'm going through your skeletal system versus a muscle.
Up.
So now, see how the chest rotation is coming? So
Yeah, I like this, mommy. I like it. Up. Do you want to look up?
just from that little bit of input, the difference now, the chest rotation off the knee. So now all of that too, again, I can come back here. That conversation's just not in your system. However, now I can quickly start doing stuff like that. Now here you can feel much more in the ankle. Whatever you do in your ankle is really shooting up your side. So you just framed it really well, or you know, but I mean, but most guys have in their life. So I mean, it's not like that's special. So even if I just go here.
Es la que puso mi mamá. Hace mucho te dijo, pongo ropa extra.
Just a little bit, just reorganizing the ankle now, the pelvis. And that's where you have to be really sensitive to the, how you, when you touch and work with someone. Instead of, oh, it's easy to work with. But now feel the difference of your system? And see now I can start working. And now you can see where I have to go into the scapula from the back. But see, it's not about relaxing. If you knew how to relax, you would just do it. But for whatever reason, the way I'm just asking of your system is habitual. So, but we don't look at the way we move. We just look at milestones. I look at it more as like developmental movements versus milestones. So now you can see too where your vestibular is off in the sit bone, just from here. Versus here. See how already I can shift through, so through here. So the more you become sensitive to that in children, especially with special needs, when you're asking it, like if your knee wasn't doing this, for me to ask you to rotate around to go on all fours, you can sit there and do that for 6 months. That kid's just gonna kick and scream because they just can't do it. So their system's telling you that, but you're doing purposeful learning, come on, just let's do it, versus seeing where their system is. And that's what I'm gonna be working on today, of how to come around and shift and like look for the floor and then come around. Because I figured that for the first one, that would help you the most. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and how delicate it is, I mean, I can force you anyway, and so, and see how you start to do. So now, even from here now if I wanted to work your pelvis, I can go from here, so I can shift and start doing rotations through the sit bones and your hip. So even though I'm presenting through the knees, and that's where people get confused, what's she working on, you know? But. So just from that little bit, now I can even take your hands and now feel the difference, and then even now to come up if I wanted to.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because, and that's where people, they're worried about the proprioceptive responses and going forward and falling forward. But see, your vestibular is more intact now. So now if I started doing this, and this, and this, there, see how your bone's starting to lift up off the chair here? Now it's this side, see, because that can work. See how you're just going forward and you're more like collapsing. So again, just stay where it's successful. Yeah. And so once you start learning that more too, that's where you'll stay where the child's more successful, and let the successful side teach the other side. So that's what I do in a nutshell.